to ISCT 2025 in New Orleans.
The Big Easy, les bon temps roulés.
I'm Lisette.
And I'm Ted. And Andreas, who isn't here, is also our co-host. He's our mitochondria, moving around, doing all kinds of stuff, managing ISCT TV in Espanol.
Today is the first day.
It is.
And I'm telling you, it's been amazing.
So exciting.
Do you know how many roundtables we're going to have throughout the program?
I've heard that we have 47. So we got our first look at those today, and it was packed.
And then we had 161 exhibits. We never had this many.
The most we've ever had,
yes.
Including a bus. So Did you get on the bus?
I got on the bus, and
bus
it was amazing.
fantastic.
It was fantastic.
It was so cool. And then we move on to a welcome reception, welcome address, where we got some award winners. I don't know if there are any award winners on stage right now.
So yes, I was honored to receive an award, but we also have others that did.
And we'll be talking with them soon,
we
right?
will be
But let's talk
talking
about Lisette, technologist extraordinaire.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Part of our job here is to lead into all the exciting things that are happening around ISCT. We got some correspondents to help out. We got Alicia, we got Miriam, we have Mikey. He is fantastic. And Alicia's our chief correspondent. We're bringing her back from last year.
Yes, we bring her back, and
she
was
fantastic.
amazing.
Top notch.
But now, where are we going?
We're going to go to the welcome reception.
Yes.
We're going to have some red beans and rice.
Red beans and rice.
Yeah.
So, hope to see you here. Thank you.
Bon bon, mon cher.
Bye.
Hello to everyone and welcome to the ISCT TV in New Orleans. We are extremely happy to be here today, and we have a very special guest today. We have Miguel Forte, our global president. Hello, Miguel.
Hello, Andres. Great to be here. Great to be at the beginning of our annual ISCT meeting.
Excellent. We are so happy. We are very excited about what is coming. And I would like to hear you a little bit about what are your thoughts about this moment for cell and gene therapies and about this meeting.
So this is a fantastic meeting, and a lot of effort has been put into it, and I think the effort is being paid off now. We're seeing that initial enthusiasm. I've seen the corridors full of people. I've seen a lot of interactions between them. I've seen the rooms with people filling them in, asking questions, participating on the discussion. We are able to deliver on what I call the personality of these meetings, where we do have a networking, a comfortable environment of fostering discussions, interactions, and really I hope the program will bring to them their needs, where we are, what are the challenges, but also what are the opportunities that we can bring cell and gene therapy products to patients.
Everybody is asking, what is the biggest challenge that the society and also the field is facing now?
I think the biggest challenge for the society is to make sure that we provide the service, the opportunity, the focus to our members so that they can deliver in the fields, and so we're able to fulfill our mission, developing products to treat patients. Now, what are the challenges for those products? The challenges for those products are actually getting them to patients, patient access. Cell and gene therapy really started as a field maybe 15 years ago. There was science. Then we progressed to clinical development. The regulators caught up with us and we caught up with them, and we're able to together do a lot of good regulatory work, and we're seeing a lot of approvals. Year on year, we're getting more products being approved. Now, the hurdle is to make sure that those approved products get to the patients in need. Maybe only about 20% of the patients in need with the right indication are receiving these products. So health technology assessment, access is a multifactorial element. It's manufacturing, it's cost, it's supply chain, it's above all educating the prescriber and the patients on the benefits of this product. This is where we need to focus. And that's why ISCT, through the education, through the discussions here, through really interacting with all the key stakeholders, we're making sure that we foster that access. And if we do that, we deliver against our mission, and we will help the field to increase the expectations of return on investment and making sure that really we're fostering everything and we will be not only rewarded personally, but we will see patients being treated and getting access to life-saving medicines.
That's amazing. I think that we truly need the ISCT in this moment to address all these needs. Thank you very much, Miguel. It's been a pleasure.
Let me just say to everybody, enjoy the meeting. This is a huge opportunity to be together, discuss together, and go back energized about what we do to treat these patients. It's the fun of the science, it's the duty of the treatment, and it's really the value that we're bringing to every single patient that makes us tick. So have fun, enjoy, and go back to treat your patients and develop products for them.
Excellent. Join your words. Be energized, participate, collaborate. Excellent. Thank you very much, Miguel.
Thank you, Andrew.
It's been a pleasure.
Hello and welcome back to ISCT TV 2025. We are very fortunate to be joined by two of this year's co-chairs. I'm going to have them introduce themselves and tell us a little bit about how they came to be on the planning committee and what their role is.
Hi, I am Alice Bertaina from Stanford University, and this is my first year as a co-chair of the annual meeting of ISCT. It's been extremely exciting, and it is even more exciting to be here and to actually see the vibrant atmosphere that there is around.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here, and thank you for helping plan this amazing meeting.
And I'm Kasim Rafiq. This is my fourth year as the Roundtable co-chair, so I've had the honor and pleasure of working with my colleagues Dominique and Lisette to organize the Roundtable sessions for the last 4 years, and I think this is the year that is the most exciting, the most vibrant, and very much looking forward to it.
You know, something I heard at a roundtable this morning was ISCT's emphasis on education, and I know that that goes into a lot of the content here at these meetings. So sort of what can we expect to see education-wise at this meeting this year?
I think innovation is what really ISCT wants to educate most. And one thing that is a great uniqueness, I think, of this society and therefore of this meeting is that we have a session that really span between the preclinical studies to the manufacturing of the process, the very first in human clinical trials, and the more mature clinical trials. And so in this session, you can really learn every step of this journey. So I think that from an educational perspective, for a technician in a laboratory, a physician scientist, a regulatory person, having the possibility, the opportunity to see all these aspects in the same conference is amazing.
Well, thank you both so much again for your efforts in planning this wonderful meeting, for being here with us on ISCT TV. It's really been a pleasure to talk to you.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
The pleasure's all ours. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Alicia Didsbury. We're here at ISCT TV, and I'm here with Dr. Rohan, Senior Director for Markin. Hey, how are you doing?
Nice
it's
to
great
meet you.
to have you here.
Yeah, likewise. Great to
do you
be
want to
here.
tell us a little bit about Markin for those who don't know about it?
Yeah, so I'm happy to do so, and thanks for having me, Alicia. So Markin is the Precision Healthcare Division of UPS Healthcare. And what that means is, for many of the people here at ISCT, is we have specific capabilities in cell and gene therapy and advanced therapy. So, you know, we have a dedicated team of 100 people, more than 100 people now, that handle only cell and gene therapy shipments and logistics, as well as depot services. And why that's important is that every one of those people is educated on the ins and outs of manufacturing cell therapy. They're very knowledgeable. Some of them have a life science background, just as I do. And so I think that helps, as you do as well.
Yeah.
I know you're quite, well versed in the field. So I think that we all need to be able to speak the same lingo and speak the same language when it comes to talking to clinicians, to logisticians, to academicians, and to cell therapy manufacturers, who are all part of the same ecosystem. So I think that that gives us a bit of an edge, and it allows us to kind of, understand
it's like a
the pain
wraparound
points.
service almost.
Yeah, it's kind of an all-encompassing thing, and we can understand, oh, that's the step where you actually manufacture apheresis. That's why you need that type of shipping solution or that type of packaging versus where you need the LN2 packaging for other sort of legs of your journey. So yeah, I think that helps us to be a little bit more agile and responsive to the industry, for sure.
What are some of the pain points, and what are you guys thinking about when you think about some of the barriers?
Well, so from a patient perspective, I think we want to be able to treat more patients, and I think that's universally agreed upon. Like, we've treated 40,000 patients with CAR T therapies now, but we want that to only increase. And so how do we get these patients to therapies more quickly? Is one pain point that a lot of our customers tell us about, is we want to be able to treat patients in countries that we haven't already been to. as an example, run clinical trials and also have commercial product in those kind of unseen areas. And then the other is optimizing the process. So a lot of these cell therapies processes that have been sort of grandfathered in, that are commercially viable now, are based on second generation cars, and maybe they aren't producing the right number of cells or the right potency or the right phenotype of cells. So a lot of our customers want us to be able to help them, in terms of shipping, making sure that these products are viable for the long term and that they have potency and viability for as many days as possible. And then the third, I think, is real-time visibility. So a lot of our customers are now saying that it's not enough for them to know what happened 2 hours ago or 1 day ago. They need to know what's happening in the moment on a map, in the same way that you can track your Uber drive or your Amazon shipment, or your pizza. You need to be able to see your cell therapy that's worth millions and millions of dollars in the same way, with the same level of real-time visibility. So there's packaging solutions and data logger solutions that we can implement to make sure that happens as well.
Last question, and then we'll let you go. What does precision mean for you, and what are Markin doing around the precision space?
So I mean, for me, precision has a very scientific definition. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but precision is kind of unfailing consistency, right? So if you think of an arrow hitting a bullseye, right? It may not hit the center of the bullseye every time. That's more accuracy, but it's consistently hitting very close to the center, and that's precision to me, right? It's getting each one of those arrows to hit very near to each other. And I think in logistics we have to understand that it's an imperfect discipline. It is a discipline, it's a science in its own way, but it can never be perfect because you rely on so many different players to get their part right in that sort of,
There's a lot of moving parts.
Moving parts, right? So I feel like precision to us is having the right network, having the right capability, but also having the capacity and also the knowledge to say, okay, that flight is consistently bad. We should not put our shipment on that flight or with that airline. Let's try and use the UPS flight this time. And that's where I think precision comes in, because we now are bringing all of our capabilities under one umbrella, where we say, hey, we have our own airline. We shouldn't have to rely on a commercial flight to do this. We have trucks and drivers all over the world. We shouldn't have to rely on an independent contractor in some cases to do this. So we're trying to do that and mix that with AI and technology and data loggers to kind of say, okay, we know exactly where the shipment is. We know what's going on. We have a control tower that's monitoring it in real time or near real time, and using data logger inputs and things like this to say, we have a backup solution. It's the UPS flight and not the commercial flight. And by the way, we know exactly where it is. It's on this, on the tarmac, and it's waiting to be picked up. So we can use that level of sort of foresight and insight and visibility to drive for a more precise solution, if that makes sense.
No, that makes really good sense, and it sounds really exciting. What you guys are doing is such an important part of the whole advanced therapy. All right, look, thank you so much for being here with us today. Really appreciate it.
Hola, ¿cómo están todos? Bienvenidos a otro segmento, a una gran oportunidad para poder entrevistar y poder conocer mucho más a esas grandes personas que hacen la ISCT en Centro y Suramérica, precisamente en un nuevo segmento de la ISCT TV en español. Soy nuevamente Andrés Caicedo y estoy con dos grandes colegas. Estoy con Alison Aro desde Ecuador y Lilia León desde México. Qué gustazo el poder estar con ustedes el día de hoy. Entonces vamos a hacer un recorrido o más o menos un acercamiento a cómo ha sido su desarrollo profesional dentro de la ISCT. Entonces vamos a comenzar con una primera pregunta. ¿Cómo la ISCT les ha ayudado a desarrollarse desde la parte profesional y a poder conquistar nuevos hitos de sus carreras? Lili.
Bueno, primero que nada, con todos los programas que tienen educativos, sobre todo desde el laboratorio. Yo soy científica biomédica y me he dedicado la mayor parte del tiempo a manufactura de terapia celular. Entonces, el hecho de que la ISCT tenga todos estos programas me ha ayudado muchísimo en mi carrera profesional a seguirme actualizando, porque este campo va cambiando muchísimo, y pues a tener los conocimientos básicos que no puedo encontrar en mi país o que no encontré en mi universidad.
Excelente, muchas gracias, Lili.
Hola con todos. Bueno, yo he formado parte de la ISCT desde el 2021. justo sometimos un abstract que fue parte de mi tesis y con eso hemos podido llegar a más personas y también la ISCT nos ha apoyado con diferentes workshops, programas donde puedes seguir creciendo y enterándote de nuevas terapias, cosas que están haciendo ahora en la ciencia. Y recientemente pues ya formó parte del ESP Subcommittee, lo que me ha dado la oportunidad de estar aquí presente en este annual meeting en New Orleans.
All right, I love an awardee sandwich. We got Lizette with the Technologist Award. We got the Lifetime Career Award with Bruce. It was a very exciting awards ceremony, and there was an opportunity to hear a song that Dr. Levine co-wrote.
Yep.
Can you tell us a little bit about what drove you to do that? I mean, I imagine the inspiration is the patience and the resiliency and working through, but why the song?
Yeah, so it's a bit of a story. I was invited to speak in Galway, Ireland before pandemic. Pandemic hit, twice postponed. November 2021, the kind of meeting where you had to wear a face mask and bring your vaccine card. So I go to this very nice place in Abbey outside of Galway, and I give my talk, I come back to my seat, check my email, there's one with a subject line, help for cancer, hypers for MAGS. And I know what it is, it's a patient inquiry. Open up the email and I'm here sitting in this a place outside Galway. It says, hello, I'm writing to you from Ireland. My so-and-so was just diagnosed with cancer. I'd like to talk to you about CAR T cells. Can we set up a Zoom for next week? Next paragraph, a little bit about me. I'm a singer, dancer, multi-instrumentalist. I played at the White House for the royal family. I've toured with Rhythm of the Dance as the lead dancer. So now I'm paying more attention, right?
Yeah.
So I write back right away. I say, hi Mags, I'm sorry to hear about that. Actually, I'm in Ireland right now. I'm in Galway today. I'll be in Dublin tomorrow. Happy to chat live if that would be helpful. 1 minute later. Here's my WhatsApp. Can I drive you from Galway to Dublin?
Oh,
so
wow.
we did meet in Dublin, talked to her about immunology, CAR T cells, and turned out a stem cell transplant was the best thing, which very close contact did get, doing great.
Fantastic.
And I go to Ireland on a regular basis, and we've had an opportunity to be in touch. And one day, I don't know why, I just said, what if Mags had her own song? So I plug in CAR T song, tell me about CAR T cells in the style of Mags McCarthy.
Wow.
And it came back with 3 verses, a chorus, and a bridge. And I looked at it, and it was very schoolhouse rock, kind of science-y. So I totally rewrote a couple of the verses, the chorus, and I sent her the words when I first got it. OMG, I have my own CAR T cell song.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes later, an a cappella version of the chorus.
Wow.
And then she says, well, I'm going to have my band in Nashville record this. I'm like, okay, you're right.
That's amazing.
And then it comes back with the backing track that you heard.
Yeah.
And then she says, I'm going to record the vocals at Windmill Lane, where a band called U2 has recorded, and Rolling Stones. So
heard of them.
What you heard is what came out of all of that.
Yes,
Oh, goodness.
and it's an amazing song. If you haven't listened to it, just go. It's already in where they can find it. YouTube.
Say the name. Ring That Bell.
Ring the bell.
Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, you name it.
Yeah.
It's already up.
And
It's very touching. Yeah.
The imagery was fantastic. I mean,
Yeah.
the ringing of the bell signifies the
Yeah.
cure, right?
Yeah.
So, and you're taking patients from that starting point, and it was referenced all the way through to the end.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful.
And that's why I named it that, and what came out and we worked on together is making it a hopeful song, right?
And it is a whole song.
Because the work that we do, the research that we do, translating cell and gene therapies for patients, we wanted that feeling, and we wanted to give the patients a voice in this.
made of no cancer cell. These CAR-T warriors break the spell. We program to recognize the foe. Wash them tumors wither and go. Got a missile, a CAR-T cell, living drug to ring that bell.
So we're back.
We're back.
We just got back from the welcome reception.
Yeah, saw some
and
posters.
we're full.
Yeah, so full.
The food was amazing. Networking was great.
It was.
And the abstracts. We have many, many abstracts, more than any other time.
Yeah.
I heard.
And then I hope you liked our little chat with Bruce as well.
Yes.
Who doesn't love Bruce? And I really hope you get a chance to check out his song. It was fantastic, heartfelt, and just everything that you think it could be. And don't forget, we have a new segment this year, ISCT TV Uncut. So anything that dives a little bit deeper beyond what we can show you here in this tight little segment, you'll see there. It's fantastic, it's special, it's unique. Check it out.
So we're looking forward to tomorrow, day 2, but now I need a little bit of rest.
Oh, before
What
the
about
scientific sessions? That doesn't keep you going? You're not going to just dive in?
Yeah.
All right, you go to sleep. I'm going to bourbon.
Okay.
Take
See
care.
you tomorrow.
Bye.